but it is actually selling fights without you realizing it. Turn it off. Next, let us talk about joystick auto run and auto sprint. These two are often turned on by default, and what they do is trigger running or sprinting the moment your finger drags the joystick into their zones. But during a gunfight, this can seriously mess you up. Imagine trying to stay on the ledge and shoot enemies, and your character just takes off sprinting into the open. Yeah, not good. So turn both of them off. That way you're fully in control of when you run and when you sprint, which gives you cleaner, more controlled movement. After that, we've got crouch mode, and running interrupts crouch. Set your crouch mode to hold and make sure that running interrupts crouch is on. Here is why. Sometimes you try to slide, but maybe you did not hit your sprint right, and instead of sliding, you just crouch in place. That little mistake can cost you a 1v1. But with running interrupts crouch on, the moment you move again, your crouch instantly cancels. It keeps your movement clean and reactive, and hold to crouch just gives you more control overall compared to toggle. Now here's a setting most people forget about. One that is super important for quick escapes and map flow is tap jump to use zipline. You want this on. There are so many times when the zipline button just does not appear quick enough, and if you are being chased or trying to rotate fast, you cannot afford to be waiting for a separate button to appear. With this on, just tap jump button near a zipline and boom, it grabs instantly. Clean and fast.
Now let us dive into the Controls tab, and this is where things get serious, so pay attention. The way your joystick is set up literally affects how fast and responsive your movement feels. So what you want to do is reduce your joystick size all the way down, then pull the run and auto sprint buttons as low as they can go. Once that is done, slowly increase your joystick size until it touches the tip of the run button. Ideally, your joystick size should sit between 25 to 30. This setup makes it easier to hit your sprint zone without overreaching or misplacing your finger placement. Also, keep that whole area around the swipe part of your screen clean. No skill buttons, no clutter. That bottom right corner of your screen is where all your movement swipes happen. If it is messy, your swipes will feel blocked and your movement will suffer. One last thing while we are still in the Controls tab, if you have your jump or crouch buttons placed near the top corners of your screen, there's a setting called Rotate Camera with Jump Crouch button. Turn this off. If you leave it on, your camera will randomly jerk whenever you tap jump or crouch, and it completely messes up your tracking during movement fights. Now moving on to sensitivity. This part is quick, but it matters a lot. Make sure your no ADS steering is set high. This directly affects how responsive your swipes feel while moving, which will improve your reflex if you randomly get attacked. And if you use gyroscope, switch to speed boost acceleration mode. It helps a ton with tracking during fast movement or mid-air duels. Anyway, that is all for settings, and I cannot stress this enough. Fixing your controls and layout is the first real step to moving confidently in Bloodstrike. Once your movement is unlocked by your settings, you can start focusing on map flow, outplays, and rotations. And by the way, if you want to learn the basic techs like slide jumping, crouch peeking, and all the core movement tricks, I already broke that all down in my beginner movement guide. You can find the link in the description or the card above. So yeah, before you even think about mastering parkour, slide jumps or zipline outplays, make sure your settings are not holding you back. These small changes might not seem like much, but they are the difference between clean movement and slow, clunky gameplay. Now that we've got the settings out of the way, it is time to take things to the next level, because I'm officially back to dropping full guide videos for Bloodstrike. Over the next 2 weeks, here's what you can expect. You'll learn how to use parkour and ziplines to completely dominate fights, how to wipe full squads using movement alone, the best strikers for movement-heavy playstyles, and the most common movement mistakes you're probably making without even realizing it. So if this video helped you out in any way, do me a favor, drop a like. It really motivates me to keep these guides coming. Subscribe, turn on post notifications if you're serious about improving, and let me know in the comments if your settings were holding you back before watching this. And as always, top up your gold safely with Wingstore, link in the pinned comment.
Also, if you want to learn one-on-one with me, join the channel membership. I'll personally review your gameplay and even make a custom Bloodstrike class video showing your mistakes and how to fix them step by step. And of course, don't forget to join the Discord. If you want to ask me questions directly, find teammates or try out for the clan, that is the place to be. Link is in the description. I'll catch you in the next guide. Peace.